Scarecrow. 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 I'm not scared of a scarecrow. Hello everybody, this is David, and today I am going to be talking about Gotham Season 1, Episode 15, The Scarecrow. So, yeah, that was kind of my imitation of Carmine Falcone from Batman Begins when he was hallucinating the Scarecrow. And, let's get on to what this episode is about, shall we? So if you haven't guessed already, this is the return of Gerald Crane and his son, Jonathan Crane, who return to cause havoc for Gordon and Bullock. And they are still tracking this guy down because he got away in the last episode. And we find out in this episode that the people he's been murdering, he's been taking their hormones to create this serum that will take away his own fear, so that way he can conquer fear. And obviously that's setting up a lot for the Scarecrow down the road, Jonathan Crane, to eventually become the Scarecrow. And there are some really cool moments in this episode that really foreshadows Jonathan Crane's future as the Scarecrow, which I really enjoyed. Not only the illusions that he was having at the very end there, but even before that, he had there was the Scarecrow literally behind him while his father was talking to him in the cornfield. So I thought that was pretty cool. We also got to see Fish Mooney in this episode. The last episode we saw her, she was going into a Mortal Kombat style of fighting, and we didn't see the outcome of it. But in this episode, we find out that she, I guess, lost, right? Because she's in the prison cell in this entire episode, and where all the bums in Gotham are, or prisoners, who knows? I don't even know yet who kidnapped her. Was it Mooney? I think it was Mooney, right? I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, she's in this prison, I guess, with the bums of Gotham. And she meets this guy named Kelly down there, who obviously she befriends and now is becoming her new right-hand man. I wonder who he's going to be one day. Who knows? I don't think there was any indication that he will become someone one day, but you'll never know with this show, right? The whole idea is seeing characters like the Penguin and Edward Nygma becoming the characters that they'll eventually become. But I don't think Kelly's going to be anybody specific. They would have given us a clue, I think, by this point, but who knows? And we see her rallying some of the bums up towards the end after she kills the guy who was originally in charge. She starts rallying them up towards the end, saying, hey, I'm going to start changing some things around here, and you guys are going to listen to me. So Fish taking control, that's pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. We also got a lot of the Penguin in this episode. A lot that, Falcone is telling Penguin, hey, I'm going to put you now in charge of Fish's club, and I want you to start changing things around. For those of you that know the comics, Penguin eventually has a club in the comics, he owns one. And this could be the start of that. And I think that's pretty cool, especially for people that know the inside of it all. And, but still, even though Falcone put him in charge, I'm not too sure if Falcone should be trustworthy, because later we see him talking to Mooney, and Mooney and Falcone seem to be, they seem to be pretty cool with each other, they seem to have they seem to be forming a pack anyways. But then at the end of the episode, we see that Mooney, once Falcone is out of the way, you better watch out. So does that mean Mooney will still eventually, is he planning on backstabbing Falcone? I don't think so, because why would he admit that to Penguin when he knows Penguin is with Falcone right now? That's something to keep in mind, I think. We also got a little bit of Bruce Wayne in this episode. He looks like he went for a little hike, right? And a little spiritual journey, I guess. And he had a little accident. He fell. And yeah, he sprained his ankle and climbed back up. And yeah, that was Bruce's story in this episode, which I felt was a little weak. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was expecting more from Bruce's story. Once again, it's kind of, I mean, it was good because like he learned a little bit of survival skills, and I guess Bruce needs that obviously on becoming Batman. But it didn't really push his story forward much, and that's what I'm kind of worried about ever since the beginning of the season. Was that, are the writers eventually going to have to stall on Bruce's story now? I don't know. But for what it's worth, it was fine. It was an okay episode for Bruce. But the highlight of the episode for me was definitely the Penguin stuff. I really enjoy that moment where Penguin is in Gotham Police Department and he meets with Edward Nygma for the first time. Two of Batman's villains side by side talking to each other. I thought that was a nice little moment between them. And I don't know if we'll have more interactions like that, but it would be pretty cool if we got a little bit more. That was definitely a highlight of the episode for me also. As well as some of the Scarecrow foreshadowing I thought was pretty cool. Especially the special effects that they had with the Scarecrow hallucinogens. I thought that was really cool and well done. For the most part, though, I'm going to have to give this episode a 7 out of 10. I was expecting a lot more from an episode called The Scarecrow, and I felt that the first half of the episode was okay. I think the Penguin stuff was keeping me occupied in the beginning, and then the last half hour got a little bit more better. But it loses a few points for me because of the beginning. Because I felt that a lot of the character stories were to me, I felt they were a little bit stalled. That's just my opinion, though. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. I still enjoyed the episode. It definitely wasn't, like, horrible. Like, oh, I can't watch this episode ever again. It was a good episode, and I'm going to give it that much. 7 out of 10, I think, is a reasonable score. And I don't know. If you guys disagree with me, let me know what you thought of the episode. Because everyone's going to have a different opinion on this. And that's cool. Everyone should have opinions. And I'm going to say that's all. Yeah, I'm done. So until next time, guys, take care.